dagger, which I see before me, the handle toward my hand, come let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way that I was gone, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools o' the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade in dungeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now o'er the one half world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf, whose howls his watch, thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides, towards his design moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear. Thy very stones prate of my whereabout, and take the present horror from the time, which now suits with it. Whiles I threat, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds to cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is an knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, "Sleep no more!" Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life, sore labor's bath. Balm of hurt minds, great nature's second course, chief nourisher in life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, "Sleep no more!" To all the house, Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cordo shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so sickly of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear the sleeping roads with blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look on again, I dare not.
Firm of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll guide the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is't with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are here? Ha! They pluck out mine eyes. With all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No, this my hand will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but they shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire to our chamber. A little would to clear us of this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unintended. Hark! More knocking. Get on your nightgown, lest occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, 'twere best not know myself. Wake, Duncan, with thy knocking. I would thou couldst.
Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were a porter of hell gates, you should of old turning the key. Knock, 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 who's there? In the name of Beelzebub, here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time, have napkins enow about you. Here you'll sweat for tea. Knock, knock, who's there in the other devil's name? Father, here's an equivocator that could swear in both the scales against either scale, who continued treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator, knock, 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 who's there? Faith, here's an English tailor, come in hither for stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock, never acquit. What are you? But this place is too cold for hell. I'll devil porter it no further. I had thought to have let in some all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Knock, anon, anon. I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Sir, we were carousing to the second cock. And drink, sir, is great provoker of 3 kings.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Harry, sir, knows painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore much drink may be said to be an equivocator, which lechery. It makes him and it mars him. It sets him on and it takes him off. It persuades him and disheartens him, makes him stand to and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him, and asleep and giving him the lie, leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
It did, sir, the very throat on me, but I requited him for his lie, and I think, being too strong for him, that he took up my leg sometime, yet I make a shift to cast him.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
I'll bring you to him.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee. Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new Gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See and then speak yourselves. Awake, awake! Ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason. Banquo and Donalbain. Malcolm, awake! Shake off this downy sleep. Death's his counterfeit. And look on death itself. Up, up, and see the great doom's image. Malcolm, Banquo, as from your graves rise up and walk like spirits to countenance this horror. Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley? The sleepers of the house, speak!
Not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Our royal master's murdered!
Whoa! Unless? What? In our house?
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and the mere lease is left this vault to brag of.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh! By whom?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love outrun the pause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stabs looked like a breach in nature. for ruin's wasteful entrance. There the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain? That had a heart to love, and in that heart, courage to make love known.
Help me! Hence! Oh!
Look to the lady!
Why do we hold our tongues, that most may claim this argument for art, nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion?